So, now I have my regional top, I have a new challenge for myself, and that is of course making Red Eyes meta. But, unfortunately, unlike Blue Eyes and Dark Magician who get regular support and better support, like Blue Eyes with things like Jet Dragon, Abyss Dragon, paired with the White Stone of Ancients, although that card is very old, it is still very good for the deck. And then for Dark Magician, having things like Illusion Magician and Magician's Soul, and although Timaeus is not a great card, it's still a lot better than the Red Eye support that they've been getting recently. And so having those access to those cards gives them a big advantage over Red Eyes, especially when Red Eyes are just not getting the support that it deserves, and I'm sure a lot of us would really want. But again, we have the Dragon typing in our favour, so we can still do some things. And with things like Bestials and a lot of other good Dragon cards, we can still do some cool stuff. So let's get into my first build and summon some Red Eyes. Okay guys, so this is what we're going to be running to try and make Red Eyes the most competitive it can possibly be. I actually just found out that I don't have a Red Eyes mat. I've only got this one, like the what's it called? The mouse mat. That's all I've got. But let's get things going. So I actually think that only 2 Red Eyes is like the correct amount. It's a brick and you don't really want to draw it. And then obviously the other like honorary Red Eyes in this is Dark Magician, because obviously with Red Eyes Fusion you can make Dragoon, but you do need to play the Dark Magician. So we will be keeping those in like that. Then for the Red Eyes package, I do think for now, I'm going to try and play 1 Red Eyes alternative, because you can tribute 1 from your hand or field and then summon it. So you have to tribute a Red Eyes monster, which is kind of irritating, but it does help you get things out like Red Eyes out of your hand and stuff like that. So it can come up and be really good to have like 1 alternative. It may come out. This is one of the ones that's kind of like flex and kind of might come out. One that definitely won't come out is this Meteor Dragon. So this is one of the new cards, and this one you can send 1 level 5 or higher normal monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, special summon this card, and then the next turn when it's in the graveyard, so you can't do it the same turn that it ends up in the graveyard, you can banish it and then add a Red Eyes Fusion from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So that's really good for like, this is like the going first combo piece to summon itself, so you get an extender and a level 7, and then is your follow-up in the graveyard to be able to make Dragoon in your next turn. I'm just playing the 2 Red Eyes Soul. It does have the burn effect, which is kind of cool, but you can only do it once per duel. But it's the first effect really, that when your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can discard it to the graveyard and then special summon a Red Eyes monster from your deck. So that can be a really cool way to get things going. And then the most important Red Eyes card is actually Black Metal. This one is actually really important, because now, because we're playing more Red Eyes cards, this is not just going to add you your Red Eyes Darkness Metal. This is actually going to add you Red Eyes Darkness Metal first, and then when you send it to the graveyard again, you're going to add your Black Metal, your Meteor. So this is actually really important for the build. So we are trying to max it out, and we are playing other things to try and make sure that we can get access to it. So this is what I think for now for the Red Eyes stuff. I think Wyvern and Black Stone are not that good. I have been considering 1 Black Stone just because it helps you with your graveyard management resources, and if push comes to shove, because we don't have many normal summons, you can normal summon it and then summon a Red Eyes from your deck, which means that that's a free level 7. So that is an option, but for now, this is what I think is like the best package. Unfortunately, we don't have the cards like Dark Magician and Red Eye and like Blue Eyes, like I've mentioned already in the video. But these are this is the package that I think is the least bricky, in my opinion. Then obviously fortunately we are still a dragon though, So, and the best dragons to pair with these at the moment are the Bestials. So obviously I'm only playing 2 Bestial Lubellion. This might go up to 3, but I'm just conscious of space. 1 Magnamut. So we're basically playing 3 with the Lubellion, but obviously this is at 1, so we can only have 1. 1 Druiswurm. Again, you don't want to open this. This is not the best one for like a combo or anything, so I think 1 is more than enough. 1 Boldrake, just to have like an extra name. And then 2 Saronir. This I'm considering bumping up to 3, but again, I'm just real conscious of space. So for the Bestial monster lineup, this is what I'm going for. I don't want to play too many because it can be bricky if you can't get anything into your graveyard. So I think this is good for now. Yeah. Then for like the last 3 monsters of the deck, I'm playing 1 Noxovision. This is just because you do use a lot of cards in your hand to be able to combo. So this is obviously when you special summon a dark monster, so that works with like your Meteor Dragon, you can draw a card. So that can really help you out in some matchups. And then I am playing 2 Assault Synchron, and I suppose it does kind of go with it, so I'm playing 1 Tuning. The reason I'm not playing 3 Assault Synchron is because if you open this and a Bestial and no way to get a card into the graveyard, then it's kind of, the Bestial's kind of dead in your hand. So I'm playing 1 Tune-In so that if push comes to shove and I open this and a Bestial, then that is like full combo realistically, because you should be able to mill, you'd be really unlucky not to mill a monster with Tune-In, so then obviously your Bestials will be able to go. So I'm playing obviously this package. Moving on into the rest of the spells. I've put this in a really weird order for some reason. So as mentioned, this is the only Red Eyes spell I'm playing. No other traps. I just think the rest are just not very good. So this is just for follow-up to make Dragoon on my final turn. Then we'll play 1 Called by the Grave and one for 1. This obviously is the 4th black metal. This is the only other card that I can think of that will get me access to black metal other than playing black metal itself. So yeah, this one's really important. It also sends a monster from your hand to the graveyard, which fuels your Bestials. So yeah, even if it gets ashed, you should still be able to play. And Called by the Grave is just really good. Then for the branded stuff, yeah, we're just playing 1 of each. This deck is obviously, the Red Eye stuff is not amazing, so sometimes you can turn into a bit of a control-ier game, and then you can just make a Flare Metal, have these 2 on the field, and then pass to your opponent, and then just, like, they're just going to keep burning. You got an interruption with this, and this is going to summon stuff, and then this Regained is so good because you can banish something. If you've got Bestial in hand, you're going to banish something, summon it back. When they normal special summon, you're going to summon 1 to your field from graveyard. So Regained is really good. Just playing those. Then again, we do need draw power, so I am playing a 3 Allure of the Darkness. It's a Red Eyes deck, so it is kind of good to play. And there were some games where you open Regained, you can activate Regained, use Allure, banish with Blood from your hand, put it back, draw a card. So you've now drawn 3 cards from Allure, which is really good and no cost really, because you've just shuffled it back with Regained. So that can really come up and be really good. But yeah, so 3 Allure, you need to draw into your combo pieces, otherwise you're gonna lose. Then, hang on. I am playing the 1 Chaos Space. Most stuff are darks, so you can go Chaos Space, pitch to add Lubellion. That's why I'm not playing 3 Lubellion, because this is the 3rd. But this also, I can banish it from the graveyard to be able to put a Striker Dragon back, or put something that I didn't want banished back into the deck and draw a card. So yeah, really good. And then 1 Talents. I would probably bump this up to 2, but I don't have 2. So Talents obviously is very good. And yeah, we need to combat against hand traps. It doesn't combat against it, but we might be able to be rewarded if someone does that to us. Then 1 little tech option I've got in here is Duality. So Duality is really good because not only does it let us draw a card by targeting a light and dark monster in your graveyard and shuffle them back, But also, Darkness Metal is a level 10, and that is really, really important for what I'll show you in my extra deck. And then also, this is a level 8, so that is also very, very important for what I'll show you in the extra deck. But 3 Duality, it's really, really good. Can help you dodge imperms and stuff like that. And then for going second, I felt like hand traps were just not enough. So I've just gone for like board breakers, and these are the best ones I can think of. If I just turn off everyone's interactions, then I should be able to just play through it. And Evenly Match can really do a big number on a lot of decks. Thinking of things like Branded, Chimera, stuff like that. Evenly Match can be really, really good. So yeah, that's why I've just gone for those 6. Board breaking, just clear the field and then try to play. So that's why I've gone for those. Then for the extra deck, I'm just playing the 1 Flare and the 1 Big Eye for our rank 7s. As you can see, we've not spammed loads of, we haven't got a lot of 7s in there to spam them out. So you can make this in the combo, depending on your hand. And obviously Big Eye is just really good for going second, it's much better. But this could be cut for a second Flare Metal if you wanted. Then for all of the links, we've got 1 Striker Dragon, 1 Pisty, 1 Hieratic Seal, 1 Blackluster Soldier of Chaos, and 1 Borrelsword Dragon. So I went for this over Access Code just because I don't have a lot of different attributes for like banishing and stuff, and I just felt Borrelsword was better to go for game. Blackluster is because I wanted a big, like hard to out link monster, and Avramax is obviously very good, but it's another 4, so this is a 3, so I just felt like that was just slightly better. This also can remove a card and become untargetable and 45k after its first attack, so that is really, really good. Seal is obviously really good, only playing 1 because you can put it back if you play well enough with Regained, and obviously Chaos Space can put this back. Pisty, it's just because Striker Dragon's at 1, so sometimes you need both of these to be able to do certain things, so that's why you're playing those. Then obviously I am playing 1 Dragoon for the fusions, 1 Meteor Comet Dragon, so this is just like if you need to go for time, then you can do that. And then the spicy tech that you can use with Duality and Darkness is you can actually cheat out Shiu, which is a negate, Omni Negate, and then it summons House Dragon Maid. And what's really cool is if they do that and then they out your House Dragon Maid, so this is in the graveyard, Duality can put this back, so you could do the same thing again by getting Darkness Metal back onto the field and then get Shiu, and now Shiu can go into a House Dragon Maid again. So that's like why I'm playing Duality for that part. It's really, really cool. It threw loads of people off. Helped me dodge Imperm as well because I used Darkness Metal's effect to summon a dragon. They tried to Imperm it. I just chained Duality into Shiu, and then obviously I still got my summon, and now I've got an Omni Negate. So really, really cool. Really, really funny. Then for the synchros, we obviously have to play the 1 XL because basically Assault Synchron and a Bestial gets you, if it's Saronir, gets you Dispatter and a Defleur on the field, just from those 2 really. So really, really cool. And obviously, yeah, these are just good synchros to have. These could be the things that get cut going further and trying to make Red Eyes meta. They could be the first things to get cut, to be honest, just because we might have to go a more like level 7 spam. So I'll put in a Flare Metal, take out the Assault Synchrons and stuff from the deck, and then maybe put in some like Dragon Ruler, Tempest, or I do have a cheeky little 3 cards level 7 spam as well, but yeah, we'll have to see. And then the last one is Scarlet. So I've got Scarlet in here because obviously Lubellion is a level 8 dragon, light, so you can actually cheat out this. So this is really cool to do if you need to like go for game or something like this. So that's why I play one of these for like going seconds and stuff. So there's not actually many options that were better than this. Like there's like Beals and stuff like that, but I just felt like Scarlet was probably the best option to go for. So the extra deck as well that the side deck, sorry, that I'm gonna try and play is gonna be 3 Nibiru, just really good against like Salad and stuff like that. 3 Drow is really good against like Chimera, because they're trying to do like branded and Chimera stuff. So they just play into Drow way easier. 3 Ash for like Chimera, branded. Most decks as well get a bit stumped by that, like rogue decks. Then we are playing 1 Herald and 2 Thrust, just for like the purely matchup. And then always some back row removal. And you always gotta have some back row removal. You don't want to get stumped from like there can be only 1 or something like that and be absolutely devastated. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. That's what I'm gonna try to play. This is what the starting build is for trying to make Red Eyes meta. Let me know if you've got any like suggestions or any opinions. Let me know. This is going to be a long, hard, grueling mission to try and make this Red Eyes deck as meta as I can. Yeah, it's in no way going to be easy. So let me know what you think. Let me know the best ways that you found to play. There's not really much on YouTube, or I couldn't find anything much anywhere, but yeah, I appreciate if you watch, guys. Again, there are going to be a lot more Red Eyes content coming, and the next regional in my area, I'm going to take Red Eyes to it, so hopefully I can figure out a decent build by then. But thanks for watching, guys, and look forward to the next Red Eyes update.